Okay. Hi all. Hope we are live. If you are able to see me and hear me, just let me know with a yes. And meanwhile, I will do some quick checks from my end. Okay, good. Right. Able to hear me, guys? Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Omar. Okay, thanks for joining. Thanks a lot for joining. Omar, how was your assignments? Have you done that? Like I saw a few of your like the last week's project, you had some issues. Have you able to solve those, Omar? Yes, no. Hi, Chilak Kudi. Okay. Hi, Shrikant. Hi, all. Hi. Great to see you all. So last week's class, I think I will be conducting today, right? So today's topic is all about your Linux. We'll be deep diving into what is Linux, what are the important things you need to know, what are the commands that Linux has, some of the important interview questions which usually in Linux people ask. Okay. Hi from Hey DevOps community. Thanks a lot, Varun. Good to see you. Okay. Right. Hello. Hi. Okay, great. Thanks a lot for joining. So first of all, happy Eid Mubarak to everyone. Right. So today is Eid, and happy Eid to all the Muslim people here, and to all the people, those who are watching me live. Hi, Sachin. Okay, people on LinkedIn, are you able to hear me, guys? Just acknowledge me. I'll just have a quick check on you guys, like whether you are able to hear me, yes or no, so that I can start my class. Yes, let me check. Let me check. Still it is loading. Okay, people on LinkedIn. One error I received at last. Were you able to solve that? But SonarQube has passed. Okay, that's good. That's good. Good to see. Good to see that your issue has been resolved. Okay, that's great. Right. And great. Right. So let me tell you, let me be very honest with you. Those who have joined the batch 8. Okay. So I hope you would have received the meeting links. Yes, all of you. And today's like this Wednesday you will have the first meet, right? Those who have joined, I have taken a separate Google Meet, but this time I thought I should have all the people for batch 8, right? So I hope you all have joined the batch 8, where this Wednesday 8 p.m. we are having meeting. Have you all received the meeting links, guys? It will be like DevOps meetup kind of that link. It will be there. If you have not seen, please check the check your email and check your website also. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Can we start the class, today's class? Yes. हम लोग start कर सकते हैं class. Yes. What about others? Shall we start? Time is now 4:35 p.m. For the next 30 to 45 minutes, I'll be only talking about Linux. So I'll be making your brain to work on Linux only. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, I will tell you, Sai, no worries. Okay, let's concentrate on Linux, guys. So first of all, let me take out my notes. I want to tell you like why Linux is very much important, how this plays an important role for you to get a job. Everyone tells that, yes, great. Okay, so I'll share my screen first of all. So those who have joined batch 8, I think you all are telling like super excited. Okay, so Wednesday we will have our first class, like just a meetup, random talk, like I want to know you, you want to know me, what are the process that we are going to cover, and all those things we will see. Okay, right. So first of all of you see here, what we are going to learn today is all about your Linux. Okay, so why this is important. So before that, like the video if you have come new to the channel, and subscribe to the video also, right? Subscribe to the channel because so many things are there on this channel. And don't worry, I'll be giving you some set of questions also during this time. Okay, so first of all, let's start with why it's important to learn Linux. So I'll be just making it big. Okay, why Linux? Can anyone tell me like why you want to learn Linux? Why Linux is important? Anyone? Okay, Swapnil and all those who want to join, please wait. So I will be first teaching you. I'll be telling you like why. Okay, tell me first why Linux. Why Linux is important, guys? Can anyone tell me like why Linux? Okay, any idea like why in 2024, and that too, right? In 2024, people are more behind like yaar, Linux karna hai, Linux seekhna hai. I want to move into Linux side, Linux admin, right? Any idea like what is Linux? Why do you want to come towards the Linux side? Why Linux is 2024? Okay, if you all are silent, able to hear me, guys? Linux for servers usage. Okay, but anything else do you want? Because of all base of Linux is open source. Okay, Linux is open source OS. Any other things do you think that okay, I need to have Linux here and there also? Open source. Okay, many of you telling, okay, let me put that open source. Okay, the first one is open source. And beyond this, do you think that any other factor is very much predominantly important to learn Linux? Okay, let me tell you, all DevOps stack is based on Linux. Do you agree with me? Yes, all the DevOps stack which is there in today's world, maybe Kubernetes, Docker, Ansible, JFrog, Jenkins, your all the tools. Do you think that this is correct? Whatever I have told, yes or no? Yes. Do you think that this is correct? Whatever I have told you from here to here. How many of you say yes? Yes, Praveen. In today's world, most of the stack is on DevOps, and DevOps stack is on Linux. So if you see, right, the Linux usage after the DevOps came into picture has been increased a lot, right? Has been increased a lot because of this usage techniques only. Now let's deep dive into some of the component, like why it became famous, right? Why it became so famous, right? So if I want to tell you why DevOps has made, so basically DevOps has made the Linux famous, or vice versa. What do you think? Was the DevOps, because of DevOps the Linux got famous? Because of DevOps the Linux got famous, or because of Linux the DevOps got famous, right? So it's always like both hand in hand. Okay, now let's understand. We have discussed about why it got famous, why Linux, what are the important features. Now most of you have told that free source, okay, free source of contribution, and also support from the community is great, right? Support from Linux community is great. And one of the important thing is most of the cloud, right? Most of the cloud, right, in 2024, right? Okay, so it is using the Linux only, correct? Most of the cloud in 2024 is in Linux. Maybe some examples, like if I take you AWS, right? If I take like AWS as a cloud, right? So what are the various factors in the AWS? If you tell like EKS, right, EC2, right, S3, right, and your DynamoDB may be example of RDS, right, RDS, VPC, subnets, right? These all concepts arrive at a particular point that you should be knowing Linux, right? That is very, very much important, that Linux is very, very much important for you, because in today's world all the tech stack is based on Linux only. So let's discuss more about these things. So you might ask, like, Praveen, yeah, you have told me that Linux is very, very much important, but tell me one thing, why it got famous, why it got very famous? Now, one of the important thing is about its architecture, right? So are you ready to see architecture, why Linux made famous? Yes, shall we see its architecture, guys? Shall we see Linux architecture? Now all of you have a look. Now we will be discussing about the Linux architecture, very, very much important. And in most of the interviews this question is asked, what is a Linux architecture, how it looks like. So most of the questions will be like how, when, where, what, and so on, why. If you see, most of the DevOps questions will be revolving around that. How the Linux got famous, when the Linux got famous, where is the Linux used, what types of Linux architectures are there, why Linux is more important. So these kind of things you should be knowing. So let's discuss about first part here. We'll discuss like with the architecture. Now all of your eyes on the screen, guys. So we'll be discussing about the Linux architecture first, the base of the Linux, which is very, very much important. Yes, all of you are ready? Okay, now let's discuss about few of the things which is very much important, that is your overall flow in the Linux. Now first thing first, I always consider this Linux as a laptop, right? Do you remember in any of my class, if you see, I always consider this Linux is equal to a laptop, right? Do you remember? I always tell like this, yes or no? I always tell like your Linux is equal to laptop. So what does this mean? When you switch on your laptop, when you put a switch on to your laptop, the first thing which gives the checks to the system is BIOS. How many of you agree with me? BIOS. How many of you agree with me? BIOS, BIOS. BIOS, you remember? BIOS, basic input output, right, of system, right? BIOS. Okay, now all of you, I'll be giving 1 minute of time. Quickly draw this diagram on your notebook, and quickly we will walk over each of the component, and we will tell you what makes Linux so important. So countdown starts. All of you prepare this diagram in your notebook. Quickly. Now the time is 4:43. By 4:44, I want everyone to prepare this diagram on your notebook so that then we discuss about each of the pointer. And meanwhile, those who have joined new, we are just discussing about Linux architecture. Then we will go to the Linux commands. Then we will see Linux networking commands. And then we will talk about some more things in the class. And people, those who are seeing me on LinkedIn, you can actually repost that whatever you are seeing, right? So that people also know. Okay, all of you have designed this. Can I start with one by one? Yes. Right. So all of you see here, what does this mean? Now, all of you, another 2 minutes, I want your entire concentration on my screen. So don't do anything as of now, just listen. Okay. So the first time when you switch on your laptop, what will happen is that you would see something like BIOS, basic input output check. Okay. So this is kind of a system check. Okay. So now what happens when you do the system check, right? The BIOS sends signals to all your system, it will be keyboard, monitor, your laptop, hardware, hard disk, right? And your RAM, all those components, this BIOS sends a check. And what will happen is this BIOS, when it sends a check, the BIOS receives a signal and it states that, okay, boss, everything is good. And now tell me, have you heard any time like a beep sound from your screen? How many of you have heard? If your laptop is not working, right? Yes, Rajeshwar, great. Yes, Dinesh, it's already done. And now second time also we are doing. So that's what I told you. Those who have joined, okay, let me reiterate again. Guys, those who have joined batch 8 this Wednesday, the first meeting, not on Google Meet, this time on the website you are having the meeting. So please join all of you together. So those who have enrolled, please join. Batch 8 students, those who have joined, this Wednesday we are having our first meetup. This is kind of a interactive live session where you come, I talk, you share your thoughts and everything. So first 10 people, those who have enrolled, we had a separate Google Meet that is completed. Now those who have missed that, they can join this also, right? I just told because I have more people here, 90 plus people are watching me. So that is the reason. Now all of you see here, when we are doing the BIOS check, right? The BIOS sends a signal. And how many of you have heard something like this? Beep sound, beep. When your laptop monitor is not working, when your laptop keyboard is not working, your system sends some interruptive signals. Have you heard about that? Anyone heard? Like the interruptive signals. Anyone has heard? Yes, no? Guys, no one has heard? All are silent, like sitting like yaar, ab kya karoon? Kuch pata nahi hai mujhe. Yes. Yes, it is YouTube live only, right? You all have heard, right? Okay, now tell me one thing. When you heard like this, it means that anytime when you heard like this, that will be your BIOS. Now, immediately when you switch on your laptop, right? The first stage, the BIOS checks everything. And then you tell me one thing. Do you think that somewhere in the laptop, our OS is stored? Guys, do you think that? Somewhere in our laptop, maybe in program files, C drive, in our program files, our laptop memory is stored, our program is stored of the laptop, right? So what happens when the BIOS checks everything and it sends a signal like, okay, boss, my system is good, you go to the next step. Now what happens? This BIOS sends a signal to MBR. All of you note down, MBR is master boot record. Okay, MBR is master boot record. Now here, the master boot record it's like a memory. Okay, master boot record is just like a memory, which will be like some 512 MB or maybe 200 MB, 250 MB, a small space where your main heart of your Linux will be present. That is your bootloader. Okay, now you see here, MBR is a memory. Okay, you understood? MBR is a C drive, D drive, F drive, E drive, kind of a drive, master boot record. MBR, master boot record. Now, master boot record, in this master boot record, your bootloader will be there. Your OS will be there. Correct now? Now tell me, in your laptop, you had your laptop. In the C drive, you have your OS files. Yes or no? Do you agree with me? In your C drive, your OS files will be there. Yes or no? Yes. Guys, yes, safe. That's true. Yes or no? Guys, in your C drive. Guys, if you are in the class, I want a yes from everyone. And yes, if you have not liked the video, please like the video. The like target is 100 likes for this video. Okay, right? Now, all of you, just imagine like that only. Like if you imagine the Linux system with a laptop, your mind will be very much easy in explaining the things. Okay. Now, if you see here, the MBR contains the bootloader, which is our OS storage. Okay. Now, this OS storage has kernel. Kernel is like a OS for Linux. Now, all of you write down. The kernel is like a OS in Linux. Okay. Very important. Okay. Now, tell me one thing. Suppose I have two OS. Okay. Two OS in my system. Which OS I should pick? Can anyone tell me? Now, I have two OS in my Windows laptop. Which OS I should pick? Any idea? Which OS should I take? Which OS should I pick? Or which OS should I select? Any idea? How does a laptop knows like, okay, boss, which OS it should select? Any idea, guys? No idea? Idea nahi hai bilkul bhi? Okay, so let me tell you what happens, right? When you are seeing this bootloader, the bootloader may have maybe 3 OS, 4 OS, or 5 OS. Now, immediately, what will happen is the first kernel, which is of the latest OS, that gets loaded first. Okay, now you see here, when the kernel is getting loaded, you need to understand. Now, tell me, the OS is here, the OS got loaded. Do you think that some of the system data, like the system memory, also should be attached? This was OS related memory, guys. So this doesn't sits with your OS memory. Sorry, this doesn't sit with your Linux memory, but this is your Linux memory. Now, real root file system. Now, when you have opened the AWS, when you have searched for EBS volumes, right? Okay, I will tell you EBS volume. When you have your EBS volume, what is that EBS volume? Right? EBS volume is what, guys? Now, let's say like volumes. Okay. Now, as of now, I don't have any volume, but if I say like create volume, I can get like a volume. But can you guys tell me like, yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean? So you have two types of your volume. One is MBR, which is related to your OS and at time of startup of your system. And you have a real root file system, which will be your actual volume. Okay, actual hard disk. Correct. This hard disk is nothing but a real root file system. And immediately when the kernel gets selected, automatically the whole size of the systems get mounted. So mount, what is mount? Mount, right? What is mount, guys? Any idea what is mount in English? Any idea? Like mount is equal to like you put something on something, right? You put something on a file. Let's imagine that. Okay, mount is nothing but you already have a file, and on top of that file you are putting something, and that something is nothing but your folder or drive or something. Okay, so now when your real root file systems is attached, now you see here the important steps get started. Now tell me, how many of you know that in Linux, okay, in Windows, you have a task manager? You all know this, guys? In Windows, you have a task manager, guys. You all know this, right? In Windows, you have a task manager, right? Now, what happens when your Windows is having a task manager is simply the task manager is related to the process. Yes, the task manager is equal. Okay, I will write like this. I will write here. The task manager is equal to process. Do you agree with me, guys? Do you agree with me? Yes, right? Now tell me, what does a task process, what does a process manager contains? Process manager contains all the system task. Do you agree with me? I'm telling in comparison with laptops, so that in your brain, whenever someone asks, you will be able to easily tell. Do you agree with me? Mount means attached. Yes, mount means attach. Correct. Do you all agree with me? Like what I'm telling? So tell me, in this diagram, once the file system gets loaded, do you think that all the initial processes in it, initial process should start? How many of you say yes? Correct. Initial process should start or not? Yeah, you have your system. I am selecting the OS. I am switching on the system. The MBR gets loaded, then the kernel gets loaded, then it calls all the initial processes to wake up. Yes. अरे भैया yes or no? इससे मेरे को समझ में आएगा कि भाई लोग तुमको समझ में आया. ठीक है? Yes. Correct. I'm telling correct, right? Okay. Yes, all the system processes. Yes. That's true, right? Now, all of you see here, what will happen? Yes. What will happen is, now, what will happen? Simply, let's see. Okay. Now, all the system tasks are ready. Okay. For us, all the system tasks are ready. Now, tell me, have you heard about anything daemons? Anyone? What are daemons in Linux? Anyone heard? What are daemons in Linux? Has anyone heard this, guys? What are daemons in Linux? No? Yes, that's true. Any idea? Anyone else want to try? Background process. Yes. Now, what is this daemons is basically, it's a background process. Now, whatever it has started with init, it is a initial process. Okay, initial process, which are mandatory for the Linux system. Correct. Now, suppose I am giving you a small example, guys. I have a jar file. Okay, I have a jar file. Now, those who don't know jar, it's an application. Okay, and I am running with the command java-jar. Okay, the jar file name. Now, what does this give? Any idea? I have a jar. Okay, and I'm running the jar with this command, java-jar, jar file name. Okay, now tell me what will happen. Do you think the process will be running in the system like this? Here, there will be some process. Yes, logs. Yes or no? All of you, logs will come. Yes, process running in background, right? Logs will come, right? Like this, logs will come when I'm running this command, right? In the standalone mode. Now, if I give java-jar, let's take like some agent.jar -d. What does this mean? Any idea what does this mean? Guys, all of you. What does this mean if I have something like this, java-jar agent.jar -d? Now, this -d tells that this entire process should run in background. You understood? This entire process should run in background. So that is what D means. D means in the background modes, detached mode or background mode. Yeah, anything is fine, right? Now, once that is done, you will see that all the initial processes gets run and all the system daemons in the sense, all the background processes get started. Now, one more flow is there, guys. All of you see here, creates RAM disk and loads. Now, in your laptop, right? In your laptop, do you think that the RAM is very important? Yes, no? Correct. Yes. Do you think that RAM is very important? RAM in the system is very important. Now, why it is important? Because if the RAM is not working, your system gets heated up, right? Overload, correct? Then your system hangs up. Anything else? Do you think that with your system it will do like that? Any other things do you think that, yeah, yes, this will create an issue? If the RAM is not there, if the RAM is not working, do you think that any other issues will come? Yes, no? No, yes. Yes, no? No, yes. All are silent. Okay. Now let me tell you, if your RAM is not there, your system gets heated up, overload, hangs up, and everything happens, right? That's true. That's obvious, right? Now, all of you see here, there is one more flow in the Linux. Now, this bootloader, once it takes up the kernel, right, it automatically initiates your RAM. Now, you see here, init RD. This is your RAM disk, RD, initializing the RAM disk. Okay, so because your OS is one part, your process is another part, your OS is another part, your system is another part, your RAM is one more part. Now you see here, once the RAM gets stored, now what is RAM, guys? Now what is RAM? Guys, where is my notes? Yes, what is RAM? RAM. You forgot? What is RAM or RAM, ideally? Any idea what is random access memory? So why the random name has been given? Any idea why random? Means any processes can come onto the RAM. It can be processed and again sent back. So there is no definite names for what processes it will run or what type of processes it will run, what nature of process it will run. Any process can come into this field and it can run. And you see here, virtual root file system. Now, automatically when the RAM is started, it takes some virtual root file system and Linux RC. Any idea what is this Linux RC? What is Linux RC? Any idea, guys? Any idea? Any idea, guys? What is Linux RC? This one. I am asking about this one. Any idea? Anyone wants to give a try? Praveen, Linux RC is this, Linux RC is that, Linux RC is something like other things. Root command. No idea. Okay, anyone else wants to try? Okay, run commands or root command, which one? Is it run command or root command? Which one? You have to tell me which one. Run command or root command? %100% sure? Lock कर दिया जाए? What is Linux RC? Okay, run command. Okay, run command. Run command. Okay. Yes. Boot command. Okay. So whatever it is, run command, right? So what is this run command doing? So it makes sure it prepares your file system, right? It prepares your real file system. Okay. For Linux, for mounting, for all those things, it prepares your initial set of commands to be run. Okay. So this is how your system gets loaded. And you see 3 colors here. Okay. One is blue color, which is for the initial setup. One is orange color, which is your middle layer of setup. One is like your green color, which is having your entire kernel related stages. Okay. Now this is very, very much important. When someone asks you, you can tell like BIOS MBR master boot record, then your kernel gets loaded, then your system calls init processes, daemon processes, and meanwhile you will have your system root commands also running. Okay. So this entire flow is very, very much important. Now, all of you clear? All of you clear? What does this whole process looks like? Yes? You can tell me if you have any questions. Any questions for me, guys? No questions? Clear? Yes, no questions, right? Okay, great. So let me move ahead. I wanted to show you something here. Just wait. Okay, now let's do some Linux practices. Okay, now I'll share my screen. I will show you some Linux practices. Okay, now what is Linux practices means? Basically the commands in the Linux, which are very, very much important. Okay, so now let's do some hands-on for whatever the tasks we have heard, we have learned. Okay, so I'll be taking an EC2 instance on the cloud, general EC2 instance. Okay, now all of you see here, I'll be creating a launch instance. Okay, I'll be giving like Linux demo for the name. This you all know, right? I don't want to repeat. Okay, Linux demo. We will take Amazon Linux only. That should not be issue. T2 micro, whichever is free. No keeper is selected as of now. 8 GB is enough, and you say launch instance. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'll be doing the hands-on. Okay, I'll be doing some hands-on today, right? So let's see. Okay, what type of hands-on we are doing. What happened? You have requested a CPU, then okay, allows only one. Okay. Okay, let's do this. It is not allowing me to create more CPUs. Okay, let's take T2 Nano because we want just the EC2 instance. Okay, now it is created. Okay, it's taking time. So meanwhile, I'll be happy to take any of your questions. I want to. Okay, sure, Shravan. We will discuss. No issues. Right now, all of you see here, almost all 50 plus commands I will run today for your demo. Okay, so all of you don't do anything, just sit back and relax and watch me. Whatever I am doing, it will be good for you. If you are joining the batch 8 or not joining or continuing, not continuing, it's up to you. But we will see like what are the commands that is very important. Like what are the commands, different type of commands even we use in Walmart. What are the different types of things we actually take care of, right? So guys, today is leave, right? Bakrid, you all are on holiday, right? Yes or no? He's asking, yeah, this one. Today's leave, right? All of you? Bakrid, leave? Yes or no? Leave or not? Working? Okay. How many of you are today? No leave? But still 90 people have joined. Okay. Some people are having leave, some people are working. Okay, that's good. Even though you are working, you guys have joined. That's really good. Thanks a lot. Okay, Ritik is telling it's leave. For me also it's leave. Okay, for you also it's leave. Okay, great. Right, 1 week off. Okay, good. Right. What about others? No leave. Biren is telling no leave. Others quickly type so that I can call out your name and I can show that. No issues. Manager will not see. Manager has other things to do. Okay, so don't need to worry. Okay, our system is ready. I will do a quick connect into the system. Sudo. Okay, now quickly, all of your eyes on the screen. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Now, whatever the commands I'll be executing, please check like one by one what I'm doing. Okay, so first of all, few of the commands which I'll be telling is very basics. Then we will move to the Linux networking also. Now, all of you first see the first 18 commands. Very, very simple Linux commands. I hope you all will be knowing. We are starting with very basics because this is the first Linux class in our YouTube. You all can hit the like on the video. Okay. Now, ls is listing the files. Okay. So one by one, I will do you hands-on. Like ls is basically, okay. Now, because beforehand, ls, what we will do is cd. Okay. Now, what does ls means? ls means list. Okay, list all the files which are present in the folder. Okay, see here, the most frequently used command in Linux is to list all directories or files. List. ls is listing. What is pwd? Pwd is present working directory. Okay, very, very simple. Pwd is present working directory. It means in which directory you are currently working, right? In which directory you are there. Suppose I move it to opt, right, and I do pwd, it will show me the opt directory. That means present working directory. Which is the present working directory you are working? Cd is basically like change directory. Cd is like your change directory. Suppose I put cd, I'll be moved out from the actual folder. And usually if I want to go to another directory, like again opt, cd. Okay, So CD is whenever you want to change directory from one place to another or other place to other, then you have to use CD. It's very important for you to know, right? mkdir, make directory. This is again very basic Linux command which will help you to create directory. Suppose I create mkdir, hey DevOps, okay, batch 8. Let's think like this. And you see ls. See, one more folder has been created. So whenever I want to create a directory, I can do mkdir. Clear, everyone? Are you getting? Yes, all of you are getting, right? So let's move to the some other things. Now all of you see here move. This is one of the important command in Linux. In most of the automations we use move. What will happen? Let me show you. Okay. Touch is the command to create a file. Now if I create a file, hey DevOps.txt. Okay. Now if I do ls, you see here the text file is created. Now if I clear the screen, clear is a command to clear all your screen, right? Now what will happen is ls-lrta. Okay. Now you see here ADevOps batch 8 folder is there, text file is there. An interesting part. If I have added this, you would see something like this. Now all of you please pay attention on this here. This is a folder. How I am telling this is a folder. If you see here, all of you are able to see, guys, these things. Yes, no, right? Now you see here, interesting fact is whenever you see a folder here, this will be some blue color and a text file will be not having any blue color. Okay. Now a folder is denoted by D on the starting. Now how does this denotation looks like is, all of you see here, kkk space kkk space kkk. Okay. Now what does this mean? In Linux world, this denotes like rwx-rwx-rwx. In Linux, it means that there are 3 types of users in the Linux. Okay, 3 types of users. Okay, 3 types of users with 3 types of permission. Correct. This you are agreeing, right? In Linux, there are 3 types of users. Okay, with 3 types of permission. What are the 3 types of permissions? Read, write, execute. Are you all able to get me, guys? Whatever I'm telling? Yes, read, write, execute, right? D means daemon, detached mode. Okay, right. You all are understanding now. Now, all of you see here, there are 3 types of users I told, right? Actual user, a group user, and a outsider. Are you able to understand? Not UFO, UGO. User permission, group of users permission, other user permissions who are outside users. Now, all of you tell me, suppose I have a file here, okay, hey.txt. Okay, all of you tell me, what is the permission for any user who is logging into the system? What is the permission? Read, write, execute, obviously, right? Read, write, execute. This is very, very true that any user who is entering into my system, his basic permissions are he can read the file, he can overwrite the file, and he can execute the file also. Okay. Now this is also read, write, execute. Now, if any group of users comes, group of users are what? Suppose I have a dev team, okay, and I have a 9-member team. Okay, now I will put the 9 members into a group of dev. Okay, so this is a group of dev. Now all the 9 people will have what permissions, guys? Read, write, execute permissions on this file. Suppose I am not belonging to user group. I am not belonging to the, I am not a user on the system. I don't even belong to the dev team group. So it means that I am a other user, outsider. Even outsider is having the full permissions, RWS. Did you got it, guys? Read, write, execute permissions. How does that behave? Yes. Copy command to copy the Linux files from one place to another. So if you see, the simple things are like this. Okay, I'll clear the screen. So I will do a copy ADevOps.txt file, okay, to /home folder. So this is as simple as that. It will just copy the file. Okay, so see here, the file is still present. When you use CP copy, the file will be still present, but its clone will be sent to the folder of home. Very, very simple. Okay. Now, if you see RM, delete files and directory. RM is remove, touch, is to create the empty file, ln. This is very much important. Let me tell you. Any idea, guys? What is ln in Linux? Any idea what is ln in Linux? Link. Ln is link in Linux. Okay, link. So there are two types of link. Okay, one is soft link. Okay, and the other is hard link. Okay, and why these links are used in my previous projects? Okay, we have used this links. Very, very much important. So this link, so generally link means what? Like combining two data. Can you say that? Link is nothing but combining two data. Can I say that? Guys, can I say that? Soft link and hard link. I want to combine two data together, or I want to point my one file. I want to point my one file to other file or folder. Can I say this? I want to point one file to another point. Okay, another folder or point. So what I do is I create a link. So the command is like ln. Okay, ln. Okay, -x, right? The path name to the other path name. So this creates the link between the file to the folder or file. So it means that they both can talk with each other. So the data can be transferred with each other. Yes, that's true. To combine two directories or files, to link two directories and files, we create this thing. Okay, clear everyone? Yes. Now the other things which we see here, and see, clear, you know, cat is one more important thing which is used to display the content of the file. Echo is to print. Now less is very much important. So what does this less means? Suppose, now tell me one thing, very simple. Okay, now if I clear the screen, okay, now I am going into the home folder, ls. Okay, now here I have something like EC2 user. If I say ls, okay, it doesn't have anything. Suppose I go to some SSH folder. Okay, now here authorized keys are there. Now all of you see here, okay, this doesn't have anything. Now I will do one more thing, SSH-key gen. Okay. Okay, now all of you see here ls-lrta. Okay, now do you have anything? It doesn't give anything. -trs. Okay, one second, ls-lrta. Yeah, all of you see here. Now these are some files, guys. Okay, all of you see here. Now what does this mean when I give this command like this? All of you see here, SSI-key gen. Okay, -t, type. Okay, now what is, see guys, tell me one thing. Okay, every laptop has a password, correct? Yes or no? Yes, every command has a password. Every laptop has a password, guys. Yes or no? Every laptop has a password, correct? That's true, right? Bhai log, behan log, every laptop has a password. That's very true. Now similarly, I have created a password for my laptop. Let's assume that. Okay, sorry, I don't want to create. And the creation of the password is something like this, and I want to share this password to some other people. Okay, I can do that with the help of my public password. Okay, there are two types of password. One is private password, one is public password, and this is my public password, which I have generated with the command like this. And this is the type of password I'm generating, and T is the type. Okay. Now, if I go inside this cat, okay, the public key. Now you see here, this is my key, public key. I can give it to anyone in my class. Okay. And if you want to access to my system, you can access it. That is a different process. But what does this mean? What does less mean? Less means, right, when you want to read something initially, okay, see here, and it will show you only the file that you have to read. Okay. Now, if I do a less, it is showing me all the file. It's like reading a file with less number of pages. Let's assume that. Okay. Now, let's go to the other commands. Man, you all know this. This is basically access to manual pages. Uname, very, very much important. All of you see what will happen if I give here uname. Okay. Okay. This is basically username of the system. So my username of the system is Linux. Okay. Right. Now, what is the next command? Who am I? You all know. But I can just type it here for you. Who am I? It's root basically. And if you see here, there is one more important concept like tar. Now, how many of you have seen that in your Linux system? Right, cat. Okay, good question. What's the difference between cat and Linux? Less. Cat will read the entire file and show us. Less will read the line by line. Like it will take initial few lines, it will show us. Then it will show initial few more lines. So it's like line by line, show the data. Okay. Right. Now, let me see here. tar, command to extract and compress the files. Now, if you want to zip and unzip the files, you have to use tar. And you see here, tar-cvf-aws.tar. If I do this, all of you see here. If I don't want to do this, if I want to do a .ssh folder, okay. All of you see here what I am doing. I am doing a compress. C means compress of my authorized keys. I am zipping my authorized keys into the tar file. Now you see, if I do a enter, okay, ls, you see here the tar file has been generated. And in this tar file, this authorized keys will be present. Now the command is tar, cvf is compress, v means verbose, f means file name. File name is this, v means logs, output logs, verbose, and your file name, aws.tar. Now, till here, any queries? Guys, till here, cvf, that's what I have told you, right? Let me type it. Clear? What does cvf? Yes, head and tail also you can do. That's not an issue. Okay, clear everyone? Right? So this was the first 18 commands. So similarly, if you see here, tar-xvf to extract the file. Suppose I want to extract. I have just now created the zip file. Okay. Now if I want to do the extract of aws.tar, X is to extract. Unzip the file. So you see here, what was present in this file? This keys. So it has extracted, right? So similarly, grep. Grep is used to do some automation. Suppose I do cat authorized keys grep minus. Okay. Now you see here, if I am doing something like this SSH, okay, or okay, let me do like this. It's not there. Okay, because this file is empty. So what I will do, vim authorized keys, I will say like Praveen Hey DevOps. Okay. Now all of you see here, if I do this cat authorized keys grep minus I Hey DevOps. Now what does this mean? Whenever you are doing automations, this is very important. So it states that you have a file, You are reading a file with the cat, and whatever the data this file is giving, you are sending it to the next command, and you are grepping. Grep means like a fish hook. You put the fish hook in the water, the fish gets caught. So it's like that. You put a grep, right? And I means irrespective of your lowercase or uppercase. You see here, I have given small h, but it has also calculated the capital H. So it means that whenever you want to read a file, or whenever you want to find something in a file, this grep is very much important. You want to extract something? Yes, output is the input for the next command. Yes, that's very much true. Clear, everyone? How does the grep works? And similarly, you have head. Head is initially to read the number of lines on the top. Okay, same like cat. Cat will give whole data. Head will give initial few lines on the top. Tail will give last few lines. Difference will give difference between the two files. Very, very much important. CPM, CMB allows you to check if two files are identical. Sort, export, zip, unzip. So same like tar and untar, same like that. SSH, I have told you. SSH is very much important when you want to have two systems talk together. Service, okay, Linux commands to start and stop the process. Now we will see some things here. Now all of you see here. How many processes are running, guys, in my system? Can you see? Sudo, su, bash, and obviously like ps. Okay. Now if I do ps-ef, how many processes in general? See, whole lot of processes are running in my system. A unique ID to the process. Okay. Again, the user ID to the process. PID is the unique ID, process ID. Okay. When is the start time? Time to live, time, actual time when it started, and from which command this process has been started. So you see, each process has a command, guys. Okay. Each process has a command, and every system is running on various kinds of command processes only. Same like your Windows, how it goes, right? Same like that, your processes will be. PS is to display active processes. Kill, to kill any process. Kill all, to kill all processes. Okay, DF. Okay, all of you see here, what does DF means? Disk free. Okay, DF is disk free, which will show how much available size in my Linux machine is there. Are you clear? How much size my Linux machine? Available size. Okay, available size the Linux machine has. Mount, unmount, chmod. Chmod, command to change the file permissions. Very, very much important. All of you see here. Suppose I have the file here. Okay. Now, all of you see here, what is this user group? Okay. User is having read write permissions. Rest all permissions are dash. Is it correct? True, right? See, what I will do, I will change the permissions of this file. So what is the change permission? Chmod, change modify authorized keys. Okay. Change modify plus X authorized keys. So what it will give, you see here, it will convert the color into the green, and I have added plus X, right? If I add plus R, it will be different. Plus X, it will be different. So it has converted the user, the group, the others to have the read permissions. Are you all got it? Change owner, ownership permissions. If config, display network related things. If config, you see here, if config, if I put if config here, all the system related information which is related to your IP address, right? Net mask, DNS, broadcast details, all those things, right? Packets received, packets dropped, how the data is getting transferred, it will be given here. Trace route, very much important. So let's see what does this trace route shows us. So trace route will show us what type of data we have. So I will just go up. Trace route will show us like what are the different types of devices that are connected to the system, how the tracing of those systems are happening. So all those things it will show. wget. Wget is used to hit the URL, get the data. It's kind of like you have a internet URL, you want to hit that URL, get the data means, see, wget, direct download files from the internet. Okay, firewall command. FW is basically firewall command. And similarly, you have something like your IP tables, APT, sudo command. Sudo, I have already shown you. Sudo means command to escalate privileges, right? Cal, alias, dd, right? Where is the file? So suppose I want to check, very simple, like where is authorized keys? Let's think like this. Okay, so it will give me, okay, if everything was good, it should give me authorized. What is the name? Okay, where is Python? Let's give like this. Where is Python? Okay, what it is not giving. Where is Python 3? So you see here, it will tell us the exact location where this software has been installed or where this file has been present, right? So where is means where the system is actually present. So what is top command? Very much important. So all of you see here, top command will give you the entire CPU and metrics, okay, metrics related data. So you see here, up, okay, now all of you see here. Are you all with me? Yes, Louis, I am sharing this definitely. Okay, so don't worry. Can you all tell me, like, where is this? What is this actually? My system is up for 24 minutes and 2 users have been logged in. Load average load in the system for first 1 minute, first 5 minutes, and first 15 minutes. Okay, total tasks 100. Out of that, 1 running, 99 are sleeping. Are you able to see, guys? Guys, if you are seeing this, tell me yes. Yes or no? All of you are seeing. So total tasks of 100 total, out of which 1 running, 99 are sleeping. Yes. Yes or no? All of you are able to see? Yes. Okay. Now, interestingly, okay, user add, user mod, these all things are same like that. Okay. Now there are few more commands which are related to your networks. Okay. Systemctl. It is used to get all the information of the system and to manage the services in the system. Now let's assume that you have installed a software. Okay. And that software is basically managed by this systemctl. This is kind of your systemctl. Let's think like this. Okay, systemctl is basically whatever the software you install, that will be controlled by this Linux kernel systemctl. Okay, so any process, let's take you install Jenkins, JFrog, Docker, all the softwares are controlled by systemctl. Okay, journalctl, it is used to connect log information. If you want to collect any log, it will give dig. It is used to get DNS server information, dig. Okay, NSLOOKUP, it is used to get more server details information, DNS server information. Zip unzip, you have seen. LSBLK. Let's see what will happen here. Okay, it is showing you what is the memory it has been present. 8 GB disk is attached to my system, out of which I have done the partitioning. Okay, 127, 128 partitions, right? And these kind of partitions are present in my system. So as simple as that. Okay. Now, similarly, there is a curl, wget curl. Again, curl is same, like hit the URL, get the data. Free, it keeps the track of how much space is present in the system. Okay. Now, this all data I will be giving you. So don't worry, don't need to worry. Okay. Now tell me, have you learned something in the class, guys? Yes or no? Some unique things, some less things. And next class, which I will be again scheduling in some more days. Okay. There we will do more hands-on on Linux. So today it's an overview of Linux commands, Linux process, Linux strategies. Have you all understood? Yes, no? Yes. Okay. Okay, great. So how many of you want this document? So I already have shared this documents. Okay. So if you see in our YouTube channel, already this document is available. I will make you walk through where this document is there. So just see here, all of you with me. So this is the free bootcamp 7, which is running. So if you see under the session 1, right, which we have completed long ago. So this is the drive link, guys. Okay. So I'll be sharing this drive link here also. You can take a note. So no issues in that. Okay. This is the drive link. Okay. All the documents of this class, right? This bootcamp is here only. So if you click here, and also this is the Telegram link. If anyone wants to join, you are welcome to join. Okay. So don't worry about that. you are welcome to join to receive any updates. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Right now, the interesting part is very, very much important. You can get the class documents here. Now, one more thing, guys. So we have started the batch 8, as I have told you. Now, how many of you have registered for batch 8 from this live session? Are you attending me? Anyone who has actually enrolled for batch 8 and also listening to this class? Anyone is here, guys? Yes. Okay, great. Right, Kaushik is here. So guys, let me tell you, Kaushik and everyone, those who have enrolled, right? Have you received the meeting link for 8 p.m. guys? Wednesday 8 p.m. Meeting link is there? Yes or no? Yes. Great. You all have received, right? Those who have enrolled. Right, great. Now, those who want to enroll, let me tell you a few things here. So this is the batch 8, guys. So I have already rolled out 7 batches, which has been completed successfully. And this is the batch 8, okay, with all the projects, all the things that are needed for you. 14 plus projects we are doing, okay. And you all know that highest package was 40 LPA, and that post I have done. And if you see here, the interesting part under this post is there will be person names also. The person who has got that package, okay, the person name will also be there in this post. Okay, so you can see here this post, okay, and you can talk with that person also, right? So he was from previous batch, okay. And those who want to enroll today, this is the batch 8, guys. So almost all, you can see that the first meeting is starting from Wednesday. If anyone is interested, okay, I'll be waiting for you in the batch 8, right? So check out this, and you can see here all the things. Class recordings will be provided. All our live sessions, guys, very important. Okay. All our live sessions. And those who want to be in the Wednesday class, it means the Wednesday meetup class, where we will meet and we will prepare a roadmap for you, right? For this batch, how the planning is done for this projects, what we do, and any queries you have, you bring it to me. Okay. So those who have enrolled, just stay tuned. We will do all the things, all the projects. Anyone willing to enroll from this live? Okay. In batch 8, this all things will be covered. Okay. Azure AWS, 14 projects, interview questions, my interview questions, extra assignments quiz, dedicated doubts clearing session, and UC DevOps and SRE course, 2 months duration, class timing 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, every Wednesday doubts clearing class, course validity 2 years, programming language Python, and no prerequisites required. Okay, so these are the projects which we will be covering: CI/CD pipeline, shared library pipeline, Docker, Kubernetes, and this time more focus on Kubernetes, guys. Kubernetes 3-tier architecture, monitoring, tracing of Kubernetes, RBACs, Helm charts, custom resource definitions, operators, security of Kubernetes, Java databases on Kubernetes. So more things on the Kubernetes. Very simple, because people are expecting us to follow that. So that is what you will be getting. Yes, Dhaval, you can ask your query. AWS, purely AWS. Now, those who are interested in enrolling, okay, right? I have for the Wednesday class, those who want to join. Anyone wants to join the Wednesday class? Yes. Anyone wants to join the Wednesday website class? Basically, it's like a greet and meet, right? Yes, Python will be taught. You can see here all the things. See, Python. You want any doubt, you search with the Python, you will get it. If you have shell scripting, you search with shell scripting. If you have like Grafana Prometheus, you search with Grafana Prometheus. If you want Java, little bit, your Java C2 projects. If you want Splunk, one project. So like that, different tools, different projects are there, right? Now, those who want to join, guys, very simple. You have to click on this link, right, and register yourself. Now, I'll be taking 4 people from this class, okay, those who are here for the Wednesday meeting, right? So those who have joined, that's completely fine. You all have already received the meeting links. But those who are joining from this live class, duration of course 2+ months. So close to July, August, September. So close to September, you will be with me. Navjyoti, close to September. Shell scripting automation project. Yes. In shell scripting, what we will do is we will create the Jira tool like this, singham.atlassian. All of you are able to see, this is my Jira board. Okay. So you all will be creating your own Jira boards, and we'll be doing the hands-on automations here on the shell scripting. Okay. Clear? Right. Now 4 people, those who want to enroll and be with me in the Wednesday class. Anyone? Okay, so you can also check the placement stories. Okay, so placements, you can click on this placements. All the people's placements will be here. You can talk with them also in LinkedIn Go, LinkedIn Talk, right? If you have liked my class, that's how I teach. Anyone Funda AWS, no worries. Azure AWS, everything rolls out on the same page. Mode of language training, it will be English only. Purely I'll be using English. The way how I have presented now, it will be the same way. Okay. Yep. Right. Now, 4 people, I'll be waiting for you to get enrolled. I'll be stopping the screen share. I'll be doing some things here on my LinkedIn page. Right. So anyone who is interested, you can tell you have enrolled. Yes, Naksa. Hey, what is the name, yaar? Okay. Yes, that's true. Okay. Right. So anyone who wants to enroll can enroll. And meanwhile, I'll be preparing one more document for the next class for you. Right. Now, 4 people who have enrolled, you can tell me you have enrolled, and I'll be from Wednesday. Navjyoti, from Wednesday, the first meetup class is there. I'll be giving the roadmap, and then from 6th of July, the classes are commencing. Okay. Now 4 people for Wednesday class. Anyone in? You want me to wait in this live? Anyone has questions, by the way? Any sort of doubts, any sort of questions? Yes, interested? Okay, sure. If you are interested, you can go ahead and definitely click on this link. Okay. Yes, Naxalite, that's true. Okay. Okay, documents will be shared to you after this class. I'll be uploading in the drive. Okay. Right. Akansha, Valsinghe, Harish, and 2 more people. I'm looking for you. Right, Harish, great. Yeah, that's how the energy will be, right? So if I am more activated, you will be activated with me in the class. Yes, great. Akansha, right. So if anyone is interested, you can click on this link. Enroll now in the live class. I'll be calling out your name, and we can talk also if you have any queries. Okay. So 4 people. Yes, that's true. SD engineer, cloud certification. Not on the not on the what you call solutions architect. We are covering the cloud certifications or AWS DevOps kind of things. Okay. Great. That's cool. Okay. Yes. Thanks a lot, Varun, for your support. Yes. Okay. Right. I'm waiting for 4 people here in this live class. So anyone who is coming with me, I'll be sending you the Wednesday class meeting link. Okay. In the website, we have to do some checks, and I'll be sending you. Okay. Right. Anyone who is interested? Not interested? Interested? Share screen. Okay. Any more questions you have, guys? Dinesh, let's do it right away. Open the website. I will tell you. Dinesh, open the website www.heydevops.in. Click on this website. Dinesh, click on this website. Go to the purchase tab. Then go to your module 8.0. Then go to the first meeting. Meet up will be there. Meet up. Okay. Meet up. Wednesday, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. guys. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Okay. And I have also shared the meeting, right? Shared the meeting with previous enrolled students, and 4 more people. I can take it. Dinesh, have you got it? No, not KK. I want your confirmation. Are you able to see or not? Tell me. Then you don't tell me like, Praveen, I have not received the meeting link. Tell me yes or no. Check now in the live class. Go to the website. Okay. Yes, Azure is also there, Harish, right? Have you not seen? We have also told that Azure is also there, right? Like this you see English course, this you see, right? Azure is also there. If you want to search for Azure, just click on Azure, right? Azure infrastructure, Azure infra creation. Okay, so both the Azure things are there in this batch. Got it? Great. Happy now? I have done 𝐼𝐴 and D, still haven't got job. Does freshers have less vacancy in DevOps? Yes, that's true. Okay, so Mayur, freshers have less vacancy, but it's not like you don't get a job. You can get a job if you are trying. Okay. Sure, I will show you in the next class. Okay, Naksa, right? Okay. Anyone enrolled from this live class? Shall I call out your name, guys? If you have enrolled, let me know. Anyone enrolled or you are enrolling? Let's think like this. You are enrolling. People on LinkedIn, how many people are watching actually? I'm not getting this link like this. Oh, Roshan has enrolled. Okay, great. So Roshan has enrolled from LinkedIn, right? Roshan has enrolled. Why his name is not coming here? Class will happen at 8 p.m. Wednesday. Okay, yours perspective. The class will happen 8 p.m. Wednesday. First class will happen where we will talk with each other. Okay, actual class, I will give you the roadmap for next coming weeks, and actual classes are starting from July 6th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay, everything is there on the website. You just click on the link, you scroll down. If you want to duration, you will get like duration of the class, right? So all the things are here in the website. Hey Roshan, why I'm not able to see your name here? Yeah, guys, LinkedIn, are you able to see me? LinkedIn people. Okay, so guys, I don't want to waste time much here. Any questions? One last call. Any questions you have for me? Like any questions? I'll share this document to you. I will roll out this document anyways, will be available with you. Any questions for me, guys? No, it's paid. Naresh, it's paid. The YouTube one is free, which you are seeing. This is free. The one which I'm sharing the link, it's paid. Okay. The one it is paid here. This one is paid. Okay. Right, the one which I have shared. Okay, no more questions for me? Yes, no more questions for me. Can I call this day off? Okay. Now, anyone final call interested to enroll, you can come in. I think this guy has enrolled, Roshan. But why I have not got Roshan's message here? That's what I was looking. Not sure, but yeah, Roshan has enrolled. So 3 more people can come with me on Wednesday meeting. Okay, you can be there. You can talk with each other. You can have a chit chat. You can connect with me. You can ask your queries, and we will prepare your roadmap in the Wednesday 8 p.m. class only for the batch 8 enrolled students. Okay, so if you have enrolled, come with me. Okay, and I will see you in the batch 8. Okay, right. So thanks all for joining. I will take a leave now, and it was really great talking with you all. And I think Akansha and few others were telling, right? So you can explore the website and take the course. Okay, right. Thanks a lot for joining. Yes, Akash, definitely. If you are interested, you can click on this link. You can go ahead with a subscription, right? You can enroll, and you will be part of the live sessions. Okay, clear, Akash? Right. Right. Okay. So I will stop the screen share. Okay. Thanks all for joining. We will see you in the next class. Documents will be uploaded by today evening. Make sure that you watch it. And if anyone is interested to enroll, you can enroll. 3 people are there. I will see you in the batch 8 Wednesday's class. Okay. Until then, take care. Bye. Okay. I'm ending the stream. Thanks a lot. Bye. Any questions? You can put it in the description, in the comment section of this video, and you can also comment in this comment box, and yeah, check out the details. Okay, right, like the video if you have liked. Okay, bye.